pain isn't always loud. Sometimes it survives quietly inside people who appear calm, composed, and emotionally strong. People often imagine pain as something visible, tears, breakdowns, shaking voices. But the deepest pain rarely announces itself. It settles into silence. It lives inside those who learned early how to keep everything together. The ones who smile easily, the ones who show up, the ones who say they're fine without needing to think about it. Over time, that silence becomes familiar. It begins to feel like control. And control feels safer than being misunderstood. Many people don't hide their pain because they are strong. They hide it because, at some point in their life, maybe it made others uncomfortable, maybe it was ignored, maybe it was minimized, maybe no one knew what to do with it. But the message was received anyway. It's better to stay quiet. This habit almost always begins early, long before adulthood. A child feels something heavy but doesn't yet have the language to explain it. They try in the only ways they know, through tears, withdrawal, frustration, or silence. And what happens next matters more than we realize. Sometimes their feelings are brushed aside. Sometimes they're told to be strong, to stop overreacting, to calm down. Sometimes the adults around them are simply overwhelmed themselves. But the lesson settles quietly. Emotions are inconvenient, and expressing them disrupts peace. So the child adapts. They learn to observe instead of express. They learn to read faces, moods, and tones. They learn how to keep rooms calm. They learn that staying quiet earns approval, that being easy makes life smoother. And slowly, silence becomes a skill. As they grow older, that same child becomes an adult who feels deeply but rarely shows it. They notice things others miss. A slight change in tone, a pause in conversation, a shift in energy. Words linger in their mind long after they've been spoken. They replay moments not because they want to, but because their mind never learned how to let go. Everything is carried inward, nothing is released. From the outside, they seem fine, reliable, composed, emotionally stable. People trust them, lean on them, confide in them. They become great listeners, the kind of people who understand without interrupting, who hold space without judgment, who are always there when someone else is struggling. But while they are holding everyone else, they are slowly losing space for themselves. Pain that remains hidden doesn't disappear. It changes form. It becomes exhaustion without a clear reason. It becomes numbness. It becomes the feeling that you're tired even after resting, that you're distant even in moments that should feel warm, that something is missing, but you can't explain what it is. At night, when the world quiets down, everything returns. Conversations replay, thoughts loop, regrets resurface. This is where hidden pain speaks the loudest, not outwardly but inwardly, softly, constantly, without interruption. Over time, the body begins to carry what the mouth never said. Tension settles into the shoulders. Fatigue becomes familiar. Rest doesn't always feel like rest. Silence doesn't always feel peaceful. Sometimes it feels crowded. And still, these people rarely ask for help, not because they don't need it, but because asking feels unfamiliar. Vulnerability feels risky. They've spent so long managing themselves that letting go feels unsafe. They tell themselves others have it worse. They minimize their struggles. They keep going. And the world often praises this endurance. We admire people who don't complain, who stay calm, who keep functioning. We call it strength. But resilience without release isn't a strength, it's endurance. And endurance always has a cost. Slowly, distance forms from others, from emotions, from oneself. Feelings become harder to name. Crying becomes difficult. Joy feels muted. Even good moments feel slightly far away. And this can be confusing, because on paper, life might look fine. But inside, there's a quiet emptiness, a sense of being disconnected from your own inner world.